Yeah, I'm just waiting for YouTube to let me pull stuff up. Yeah, give me just 1 second. I'm gonna just get something to drink really fast. Be right back. Okay, so last time, well, last couple of times, 2 times ago, we got a perfect day 2 for the heat wave scenario. And then last time, we got a perfect day 3. It's called Bloodbath, I guess, is the achievement, but it's a perfect result on night 3 when they're bandits. So, now I don't know if there's any way to get like a perfect result on day 4. I don't know if that's even a thing. I'm more interested now that we, on day 3, got a hold of the disc that we needed at the moon base. Now, when we go to the moon base, the end of day 4, we'll have the disc and we'll be able to go into the stasis or whatever that does exactly. So, all right, let's go ahead and kick this off. Excuse me. Okay, so what we now want to do is the beginning of day 4. Right, 10:18. Yeah, last week. Okay, so this is where we left off. Alright, so we have decided to spare Razor. This place has seen enough death. I just hope I'm not going to regret that decision. We have to go to the outpost and see if the ship is still there. Make sure I'm not leaving anything here that I want later. Let me see. Don't need this, I don't think. I wonder if this is... No, that's not... We already got perfect on the heat wave. I wonder what this is for, the water sprayer. Anyway, pest control, truck, nah. We don't need the net. We need this for the security, I think, when we get to the moon base. We need this for grabbing the welding, the welding, well, welder, I guess, is what it is, right? Not the welding kit, the welder from the construction site. We have the disc. I don't know if we need this or not. But okay. Anything? So Razor. So over here. He's gone now. Charcoal. Some of this stuff. Is this again? Oh, that's the hat, the door. Off. Yeah. She crashed into the place. I don't think anything over here. Here. Okay. That's where I'm already blocking you assholes. Why do you keep spamming my chat? It's pissing me off every damn week. Stop spamming my chat. Can I block this person? It's annoying. Stop it. So the chimney's clogged by something inside character. Oh yeah. What's in there? Dead bird? Okay. I don't remember anything in the base we need that for. I don't know. I'll keep it, I guess, for now. Whatever. Okay. Nothing in here. Nothing over here. Okay. No time to bury him. Can't believe we killed them all. The spiders still. Okay. Anything in here we mean, I guess we still have this, like in case we need the tools. Some of these I'm pretty sure we do need, like this, for opening the crates in the crashed plane. That's for sure a thing. Just leave it for now, I guess. Okay. Okay. Let's talk to her, make sure we're not missing something. Okay, yeah. So today's the day. Yes. We either fly or we fry. Can't believe you're able to joke about Earth being destroyed. Then again, I can hardly believe the Earth is being destroyed in the first place. Well, yes, this world is lost. There's nothing we can do, just escape. I guess you're not sharing any more details on our actual plan of what we do once we take off? Listen, right now, taking off isn't even certain. The ship might not fly, or it might explode in the air if it's damaged. There are a million things that could go wrong. So, yes, let's focus on those things now. We'll learn about everything soon enough. Are you still not happy about Barry being around? I have to admit, I might have been a little too harsh. He's helpful. With him, it would be much harder to survive. Oh, so you can admit your own mistakes. Don't push your luck, David. I'd still be just fine without him, or without you. Yeah, sure you would. Yeah, right. About letting Razor go. Not talk to me about it. You convinced me, I already regret that. Why? Because I showed weakness. Because I looked like some sort of wimp. No offense. Hey, this man's lost all his friends. He lost everything. Which makes him super dangerous, as he has nothing left to lose now. What if he decides to come back? I doubt it. For him, I would totally come back. My revenge. Yes, you probably would. What's that supposed to mean? I'll be back on true. Okay. Talk to Barry. Hey. Yes? Thinking about your wife? All the time. Today's the last day of the world. Just listen to this. The end of the world is today. I can't believe it. I can't comprehend it. It's not something I expected nor wanted to witness. If we're lucky, we're going to witness it from far above. Yeah, if we're lucky. You don't believe we can make it, do you? It doesn't matter. Even if we do, the end of the world means it's the end of the world. So I don't believe we can escape our fate. But you can be sure as hell I'll do everything to help you get where you want to go. So you can still count on me. Thanks, Barry. What do you think about all this? And Kate? She has her flaws, like all of us. I had my doubts in the beginning, but she's had many opportunities to ditch us. Maybe it's because she needs some help to achieve her goals. But Maggie always said that I should give others at least some benefit of the doubt. And okay, I trust her. Kind of. I mean, at least I don't think she would harm us in any way. But don't get me wrong, I'm still sure she wouldn't cry after losing any of us. Razor? About Razor. You did the right thing, David. There was enough bloodshed. No reason to take another life. We did what we had to do to defend ourselves, and that's enough. What if he decides to get back at us? I'm not sure he has time for revenge, don't you think? I guess. That's all for now. Okay. So, go in here. So we have this here. We need some things, but we gotta find stuff that tells us that there are things we need. So, trying to think. There's nothing left here, I don't think. Obviously, we need to fuel up, but otherwise nothing there. I think there's nothing here. Or at Barry's house. Construction site, we do still need the welding torch, but we don't yet know we need it. So I think we're going to wait on that. Same thing here for the finger from the one guy. I tried to get it on day 2 while we were already there. Or on day 3 when we were already there. And he was like, why would I want to do that? So nothing there for now. We've already done this. I think everything here. And everything here probably. And everything here I think too. So I think we just head. And then we'll find more stuff as we go. On the way to the outpost, you encounter an abandoned bus. Oh yeah, that's right. That's automatic on there. It has a Sidra logo on it. They were using this bus to move their people to the launch site. Too bad the driver didn't know how to drive. Looks like they abandoned it here and continued on foot. Maybe they left something valuable behind. Go inside. Look at this, we'll see the handprint. On the dirty glass, there's a well-preserved impression of a hand made with dried grease. You can even see fingerprints on it. That, plus what we later find, is kind of our indication that we did get a body part. I think it's the two together. Could just be the fingerprint at the shuttle site, but I think it's both together. Would be my guess. And we have Lab 13 key. That'll help us with the air breathing. You get that formula that makes so you don't use as much air on the way or something. Exactly what it is. Okay. There it is. You mean this? What'd you expect? I told you, the location of this facility was confidential. Don't look for any bright neon lights or signposts. Yeah, still, come on. The whole place is underground. We have to get inside. There might be security measures waiting for us. Great. So we'll save this. So this was the 8 a.m. So now, yes, this is way back in August. Okay, so save over the top of that one. The outpost, the place Kate was after since the day we met, seems like ages ago. Okay, now I have to be ready with this. Okay, so it's on the right side of my inventory. Okay. Corpse. This man looks like he's been burnt. The whole corpse melted, and the sand around it turned into glass shards. Okay, so order of operations is going to be that first. Warning, defense systems activated. Provide a valid ID card. You have 5 seconds to comply. Doesn't sound good? Okay. First, shut that down. So the wires power the electrical doormat and the elevator. The elevator line is down. I have to find a way to restore its power. And while I'm at it, I should disable the doormat before someone gets hurt. So, remind myself how this works. That. No. Yeah, I know. I should have done that before I moved the other. That's what I should have done. This will go here. So the process, I want to move this like that. So this will go here, but then nowhere. So this will turn, and then I need to turn this like that. That. Okay, I think that'll work. There we go. Doormat has no power. This should power the elevator, and I think we're good now. Well, finally. What took you so long? Better to be cautious. Yeah, plus it didn't take me that long. No. Okay. Now, I need to get up above. Excuse me. Screwdriver. I think I need the pry bar for something. I think just those two things, maybe? Oh, and this after the fact, I think. Okay. So go up here first. Okay, the access panel. Metal plate held by some screws. Right. What's my weight now? Okay, that wasn't that much. One of the parts that's burned says duplexer on it. Okay, so that just tells me that. Radar. Oh, I see. Shoot. I think I screwed up. Hang on. Let's load this again. I think I need to use the radar before. Let's just save it again so I don't have to redo this each time if I forget something else. But yeah, I think I need to use the radar in the room below before I disable it. So, hey Fox, welcome. We're on the final day of this after trying to redo things to make sure that we're more efficient on day 2 and day 3. Plus, so that was something additional I decided to do on the way. But really, the reason we're redoing this is, I got to day 4, and we were on the moon base. We're at the moon base, and I realized apparently we need a disc, and I had not found a disc. So I went back to day 2, and day 2 and day 3, I looked for the disc. I found the disc on day 3, I think it was. So we have the disc now. But that was the whole reason to start replaying. But I was like, well, if I'm going to redoing anyway, while I'm replaying day 2, try to do a better job. We got a perfect result on day 2, so we got an achievement for that. And then day 3, do a better job, and we got a perfect result on day 3, and so got an achievement for that. So we're more efficient with those now. So that's something extra we were doing while we were going back. But I went back because we did not have the disc. That was the whole reason for replaying. Now that I've got a perfect day on day 1 and on day 2 and day 3, though, I'd like to go back and redo day 1. Once I finish the game, I'd like to go back and redo day 1 with the same spiders scenario that we had. So I want to make sure it's the same scenario. But I'd like to redo day 1 and get a perfect result then. I'm guessing the only difference is that I need metal bars on all of the windows. But I think everything else is the same. We have the traps outside. We have the proper insecticide spraying using the sprinkler at the farmhouse. We have... like we're actually inside with the doors locked and everything. Anyway, I think I know how to get a perfect result on day 1. I think. Not 100% sure, but I think so. Okay, let me back practice. So if I do this, I don't want to go off onto in some way here. So this up to here, route to here, to here, to here, and up. Okay, I want this to not do that. I want this. I guess that's okay. I just don't want to hit these spots. It'll short circuit off to do it over. So when the power eventually flows to the elevator, I'm basically turning the doormat off. The doormat is a security system that will shoot you and kill you if you don't show it an ID badge in enough time. So we're disabling this. We're enabling the elevator. So I'm moving the power flow. But if the power flow hits one of these, it short circuits, all these flip, and we have to do it again until we don't hit one of the short circuits. So I'm just backwards tracking where there's no power flow to make sure we don't short circuit anything while also figuring out the flow that'll be needed. So We go here. When it eventually connects, it'll go from all the way to here. Backtracking, it'll go boom, like this, flow. This can go like this. It goes to nowhere, and that's fine. This, then we want to come up here. I want up like this. We don't want this to turn because then it'll go up to nothing. You can't bend, you can't go around a corner, right? So we go here, here, this. And now if I turn that just so it's off, that'll work. Yeah, and so nothing short-circuited. Doormat is off and elevator is on. So we're good. Well, finally, what took you so long? Better to be cautious. Alright. So now, so I don't forget, don't forget, I've done day 4 before, because I realized toward the very end of the day that I was missing a disc. So I do know that I have to do day 4, or what I have to do on day 4. Mostly. I mean, I don't know. I assume this scenario is the same since I reloaded day 2 that was already in our string of days, and so far everything's been the same. Day 2 was a heat wave we had to survive. Day 3 was bandits. So I assume day 4 will be the same specific repairs on the shuttle we need. Whereas when we were going through day 4 before, we found some alternate parts and things for the shuttle. So I think depending on the day, on day 4 you might have other things you have to repair on the shuttle that are different than the first day. So anyway, if you disable that, I do not want to take this off yet because we have to use the belt to get something working down below, but we also need this engine still to work for the time being so that we can use the radar, and also we can open the blast door, or the doors to outside. Basically, if we go out here, these doors, we need one of these open so our shuttle that we're going to take into space to the moon will be able to launch. We need that open. So, okay. Okay, so all of us go down. That comes on, that's good. Okay, let's go here. Switch, that'll turn all the projector on. Hey, what is that? Trajectory map? Why does it go to the moon? We're not going to the moon, are we? You said we're going to a space station. I never said the space station wasn't on the moon. That's just crazy. I knew you were crazy. You gotta be kidding. Please tell me you are. Because the whole scenario is the moon is coming to crash into the Earth. So you take the shuttle to the moon, how are you going to survive? Well, that's what we end up learning. Anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the moon going to hit us in less than 12 hours? Why the hell would we want to go out there? It's the only way. You have to believe me. I don't know if I have any reason to believe you. You promised us safety. You promised us an escape. You said you wanted to leave this planet. Those aren't the exact words I used. I think we deserve some answers. How can I explain it to you? There's something in that moon base that will help us. Sidereal has a base there. What could possibly help us if we reach the moon an hour before impact? And wasn't their moon base destroyed in the mining accident? It was. They have another base on the moon. It's called Sidereal Plexus 1. And they... how should I put this? How do you think Sidereal has all this technology? Private space shuttles, moon bases, electric doormats, weather drones, heat absorbers. The means to accidentally blow up the whole damn moon. I'm not sure I follow. They're getting that technology from other worlds. Like other planets? No. No. Other Earths. They're in contact with other versions of Sidereal Plexus. Vast network of connections across endless universes. Constantly discovering new versions of the world as they go. Our world is merely one page in an enormous library of worlds they have access to. Do you expect me to believe all that? I don't really care if you do. Help me off this planet or get out of the way. You have some nerve to mock us like that. After all we've been through. Barry, like I said, I don't care if you believe me or not. I don't need your help. Just to be clear, I'm helping David, not you. Okay, yeah, okay, let's just do this little thing here about this place. So we're finally here. Yeah. It's not over yet. The worst is yet to come. You know how to lift the spirits, Kate. I'm just being realistic. We got here, and that's great. We've been through a lot, but it's still far from over. Okay, then we're done with the conversation. Barry. Hey, yes? And then ask him about the place. What do you think of this place? I can't believe the private corporation was able to build such a place in secret. Then they used it to evacuate, just like that. Without sharing this information with anyone. Without even trying to save a single soul. And they supposedly left one of their ships behind because they didn't need both. There were a lot of people who would have done anything to board that ship of theirs. Even if the chances of actually being saved by it were a long shot. Yeah, oh yeah, we have this paper. I forgot about that. We need this. And that paper is a chemical formula. This is medicine they use, which increases your lung efficiency. So when we leave on the shuttle, this will help make sure that we have enough oxygen. Even if there's a leak or anything, we have enough oxygen that our lungs will basically use less oxygen. So the oxygen we have will last long enough to get us to the moon base. Is the idea. Okay. Can't believe we're doing this. I don't think there's anything else in here except over here. There's a remote controller. Oh, an access card. That. He was a good kid, Cody and me. Yes. Yes. In case you have doubts, here's an FAQ. So this gives you a little bit more, not a lot, but a little bit more details about the trip to the moon. Question, why is it on the moon? Even weak signals could corrupt our devices. The moon's body shields our facility from Earth's intense radio interference. Is this a one-way trip? Yes. Where will we end up and in what state? A safe world will be selected. You are likely to survive intact. Who was selected for this rescue? Why is X not here? We had limited time and resources. We could only bring as many people as we gathered since the incident. If you believe someone crucial to the operation is missing, please report it to your supervisor. Why are we only taking one ship? The other ship is a reserve spare vehicle. Don't worry, we have directed our workers to multiple launch pad outposts. Nobody will be left behind as long as they present value to the company. That's the thing. It's like Weyland-Yutani equivalent, right? Sidereal Plexus is basically Weyland-Yutani. They're like, if you're important to the company, and if you're not, then we don't care. Okay. Anyway, okay, so that answers some questions. I can drop the. Wait, is that this one? No. Oh, we didn't pick it up. Anyway, this is stuff about some people will be left behind, people are considered expendable, blah, 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 blah. So it's like Mrs. Stanford has a list of employees who should be informed about the evacuation if it is an actual necessity. So they're not even gonna. So we can go ahead and drop that. I don't care. It's stupid. They're done. We don't need to take that with us. We at some point will need to drop enough weight when we leave that we don't weigh down the shuttle and cause a problem with takeoff and stuff. But I think we're good for now. Okay, so we're done in this room. Now come over here. Fingerprint scanner. So we need this from the Sidereal Plexus office in the city. So we'll get that in a minute. Well, more than a minute, but in a little bit. There it is. Incredible. I told you to be here. I'm sure you hadn't doubted me for a second. Actually, I did. I apologize. I admit this looks impressive. It's like a regular space shuttle, but smaller and more fancy. It is promising. Don't celebrate just yet. There's space for 2 rockets in this silo, see? One launch pad is empty. So they took one shuttle and left the other one behind. Why? They could have saved twice as many people. Maybe one was sufficient. Remember, they weren't trying to save as many people as possible. They were just saving who they thought was worth saving. Or the other one was broken. Anyway, a bit of time has passed. Ship requires general inspection before it's even remotely safe to use. Okay, so we come over here. We use the access card we just got to open the door. Okay. Out here. Go to the control room first. That's the first stop we need to make. Okay, one sec. Do this whole... we arrived at the outpost the place was after since the day we met. Seems like ages ago. Found a spaceship, a small shuttle with a rocket. Let's hope we can make it fly. What can we do to improve the condition of the ship? Yes, we need to go through and make sure that everything is safe. So, firstly, let me... The usual... Oh. Yeah, I need a screwdriver. I don't have that with me. So we'll do that. We have to go back outside anyway, so we'll do that when we go back outside. A part came loose. I'll take it. I hope it wasn't important. That's this. The duplexer. Which I don't remember which one we use on. We use it either on the shuttle itself or on the remote thing up above. Let's open the hatch. Open the hatch. Operation complete. Okay. Air system failure. Radar won't be useful, right? Probably not. But on the other hand, I mean, it's not like there are any planes left in here. Or helicopters. But who knows, David? Who knows? Okay. We will want to use that. Hang on. The diagnostic system. Silo hatch is open, so that's good. Hull integrity check failed, so we need to fix that. Air composition missing, we need to fix that. Fuel mixture selected, that's good. Fuel catalyst present. Air supply lowered, consider using air-saving pills. Warning diagnostic system is damaged. Please perform a manual onboard inspection to complete the diagnostics. Okay. And finally, air composition control. So we need all of these in the green, and as you adjust one, others go, like if you adjust one up, the others all go down. So we need to do a little bit at a time until we figure out the correct. There we go. They just basically all need to be in the green, which they are. Okay. Hit reset, because I want to undo the adjustments I made. Okay, I adjusted the air composition to be more breathable. So that's one of the things that was on here. Okay, I do have this duplexer. So let's go back out here. We're going to examine the space shuttle first. Then we're going to go out and do a repair on the radar. Check the radar one more time, and then we'll do our stuff up top that we need to do, like around in the area outside of the shuttle, this shuttle base that we still have to manage. And that's one of the things we need to get as well, I think. We need to get the extension cord. Okay. We have to fix the elevator engine as well. Let me look and see what this says. The transmission belt. Right. That's where we need. Okay. So we got that. And then this. High voltage socket for specialized equipment. Okay. This console has an inlet for catalyst fluid that will be injected into the fuel tank. Okay, so I think for now that's all we can do for that. We need to go back out. I need to go do a couple of things first. So we have this up here, but before we go mess with that, go over here and trade some things out, drop some things off, etc. So I want to do this on here. So we have batteries now. Okay, I put this back. I don't think we use this again, but I'm going to put it back in the car just in case. Okay, we don't need Well, I don't know. I don't think we need... Here, let me... Actually, let's come over here first. I'm going to drop some things off. I don't think we need duct tape anymore. I believe we need the paper clip or the lighter. We might need the lighter. I don't know about the lighter. I'll grab that just in case. We won't need the keys to the house anymore. We're not staying in the house anymore. I don't think we need the ammo. I'm pretty sure we don't need the ammo. I don't remember using it on day 4 last time we were here, so I'll drop the ammo. Which probably means I can also drop the gun, the rifle. I don't remember enough. Let me grab the ammo and the rifle again. Don't need the revolver rounds. Leave those, because I don't have the revolver. Barry has it. And he never used any shots, so he's got like 6 shots or something. I think it's a 6-shooter. Anyway. Alright, so this. I need the wrench. Actually, I might need the screwdriver again because I need to pull... I might need to pull something off with that. I think so. Okay, so back over here. Go back up top here. So we already disabled this from rotating. Oh, wait. No, that's right. Up here. Okay. Metal plates held by some screws. Okay, so we get a screwdriver on that. Grab the metal plate. One of the parts that's burned out says duplexer on it. So we use this duplexer that works. Place that. So now the radar is working, but it's not actually going to, still not going to shoot us. So the metal plate we need, we're not going to use quite yet, but we do need it. So now we're here. Now I want to use the wrench and take this off. 10 minutes to do that is fine. Just, we think. I don't know. I might need the tools still, actually. Let's just take the tools down. It's fine. Here. Oh. Here first. I want to use the radar again. What the? An airplane? An actual flying airplane? Wait a second. Okay. Why? Hush. See any difference? No. Should I? Yes. If it was flying, you'd see it move. It's not airborne. I thought radar was supposed to be detecting things up in the sky. Yes, but it also detects active transponders. Beacons installed in aircrafts. So we're looking at a possible location of an airplane on the ground? Yes. Somebody did not disable the transponder, which might indicate a crash. Give me your map. I'll estimate its position based on the radar's readings. So we got that. So now we know the airplane is there. Okay. Now, go further down. We need to fix some stuff here. Yes, we're going to install that there. Okay. Up. We'll look this stuff over. Couldn't protect me. Okay. So how does it look? You tell me. I don't know much about spaceships. I always imagined it would be more horizontal. It can be confusing, but the ship will rotate to the horizontal position after we launch. Still, kind of looks like some sort of a space bus with all those seats. Its purpose was to drive people to and from the moon. Kind of is a space bus. Anyway, look around for any systems that seem to be missing. How will I know if a system is missing if it's not there? Come on, David, you're smart. It's not rocket science. Well, okay, that kind of is actually rocket science. Okay, so we'll check this main control console. Oh, no. Okay. I forgot that's for launching, not something to check. So, check this. Lithium hydroxide filter is missing, so we need a filter. We'll find one of those. Okay. All slots are filled with chips. All lights are green. Everything seems to be fine here. Okay, go down. Toolbox, which has a glue gun. Seems to be out of power. Okay. We have this. Large round slots labeled auxiliary air tanks are empty, so we need air tanks. Device labeled engine calibrator. Displays engine status. Everything seems to be fine here. Oh, a crack in the wall. This can't be good, right? How big is it? I don't know. Like palm sized? No idea how deep it runs. Maybe it's just on the surface? If it's any deeper, we might be in trouble. Best case scenario, we will lose oxygen. Worst case, we explode during the ascent. Oh. He's like, okay then. Have old socket for specialized equipment. Okay. Oh, that's the same. Okay. That's yeah, we did that. So we're missing air tanks. We need to seal this. We're missing we're missing a filter up above. Like lithium hydroxide filter or whatever. And storage compartment. Okay, yeah. I found some spacesuits. Good. Those are emergency suits in case the shuttle fails to dock to the moon base. Should I take them? No, leave them there for now. We might need them later. Okay. Saying here, okay. So I think that's everything. Let me just double check. Checked that. We already got the glue gun out of there. Check that. Check that. Okay. Check that, check that. Okay. Okay, so we're going to need to weld metal plate, but not yet. That's if we need to inject fuel. That's not one of the missing things in this round, in this day 4 scenario. This just says that the other shuttle was there before. Okay, I think that's it for now. Okay, so what we want to do is leave. I believe that's next. Grab other stuff that I don't need. I don't remember using the glue gun, so I don't actually know if we end up using that or not. We have, but I think we don't use the glue gun. I'm not totally positive, but I don't think we end up using that. I'll drop it there for now. For this metal plate, we're going to need a welding kit. Anyway, let me go in the cargo box here. So put this back. This back. Plate. I need that. That. Okay, let's. We had 63% fuel, so that's fine. Let's go here. That must be a tough, must have been a tough landing. Believe me, I've seen worse. I don't doubt that. The plane seems to be mostly intact, so it's a good landing in my opinion. Did it belong to the Sidro fleet? Most likely. Whatever is carrying might still be on board. Come on. Wait, are you not curious to find out why it crashed? Right after the lunar explosion, there was a huge disruption in the Earth's magnetic field. Most of the navigation system went crazy. Planes were falling from the sky all over the world. Yeah, she's seen worse because her helicopter crashed into our house on the night of day 1. night from day 1 to day 2. So, obviously. Okay. So we need a couple things here. We need the shovel to dig out that. We need the pry bar to pry open crates. I think that's everything we need inside. We'll see in a second. So we first do the shovel. Dig that. We'll take 18 minutes. That's okay though. We have most of the day still. We have 10 hours and 40 minutes left. So I don't need this, I think, ever again in the rest of the game, but we'll put it back there for now. Okay. Go inside. Okay, the crates each have labels. What we want to see, there's a manifest over here, the cockpit. Unfortunately, this person's dead, but we go over here and look at their body. They have a manifest on them or next to them, one of the two. Just a piece of paper, cargo manifest, yeah. So that will tell us what's in which crate, so we'll know. That thing flashed for long enough. I don't know if it was important to disable that actually, but I don't. It probably doesn't have any negative effect. We just was used to find the plane in the first place. Okay, so hang on. We want. Oh, yeah. So we do want to look at this. Okay. We want nuts, bolts, size 10 through 15. We don't need any of those. Gaskets, we don't need any of those. Noodles, no. Air tanks, yes. That's in 4. Navigation chips, in 5. I think we find the filter we need in that one. We don't need wires. We don't need voltmeters. We might need the navigation chips. I don't remember. So let's open 4 and 5. I don't think we need anything else. In fact, though, what I'm going to do... Go over here. I'm going to save it here, and so if we end up needing more and I'm mistaken, we can always open others. So 4 is here. So 4 and 5. Air tanks, not many of them, but they seem large and quite heavy. How much weight we got? Still 5 is here. We have one benefit I learned that you get when you get perfect day. So perfect day on day 1, or on day 1 I think would give you more also. Perfect day on day 2, perfect day on day 3, you get 5 kilograms more carry weight. So I would have only 30 kilograms if I did not. That's why I had the previous time, because I did not have either of those days perfect scenarios. Anyway, do this on 5. What's in here? Electronic ships. Can't believe that's all we might need. And I don't even know if we need this actually. I think our chips were all fine, just in case. Voltmeters, no. Wires, no. Navigation chips, no. Air tanks we got. Instant noodles, no. Gaskets of various sizes, sure. No, we don't need those. Nuts and bolts. Should I get the instant noodles? Just so we have them. Okay. I think that's all we want. I said, I don't think we have a use for that, but I'll put it there. It's just we've got it. Air tanks we can put there, so they're not weighing us down. Alright. Don't need any of these 3. We've got everything from the hunting lodge already. We've got everything. Oh no, we do want to go here actually. Because we need the extension cord. Because we're going to end up using... stuff. Okay. Now back down to our cave. I'm going to unplug stuff from here. Can't take the extension cord, something's plugged into it. Oh, where's the air conditioner's plug? There we go. Unplug that, and then where is the plug? Yeah, where's the plug? Where's the... I got that before. Oh, there's the air conditioner plug. Unplug that. Oh, no. Hang on. So where's the fans? How do I unplug the fan? Where is the fan's plug that I can remove? There. Now that for sure cannot be plugged in anymore. Let's drop the fan here. We won't need that. Okay, now I should be able to drop this, right? Extension cord. Out. Okay, then we want to unplug it from here. Now we have it. Yeah. We have the extension cord. We're gonna plug the extension cord, unplug it from here. We're gonna plug it into one of the outlets by the shuttle because we're gonna need to use it for our welder that we're going to get here in a little bit. I wonder what the bandage gets used for. There must be some scenario where something wounds somebody or something, and then we can use the bandage to help them survive the wound, I guess. Is any of this stuff gonna weigh me down? No. So now we get in here. Wait, no. I need to pick this back up because we're gonna use it to grab the welder. Now I go back here. We'll fill up at least one more time. Possibly we'll have to do it one more time after this, but I don't know for sure. Yep. Let's go over here. This, there, this, there. Alright, so we have a full car, like full of fuel that is. And now we put this back. We have a spare fuel for later, so we should not need to stop at the gas station again. We can, if we need to fill up one more time, we've got the fuel here to do it. We won't be using the fuel for anything other than the car at this point. Whereas like the first night, you might use it on the sprinkler system for the insects and stuff. Here, you don't need to use it for anything else. Because we're just getting the shuttle to go. So, okay. So we're going to go over here first. Back to where the bandits used to be, but now where they no longer are. I think we just need this is all. Latest issue, we investigated Cyberplex's sleeper clinic. So this, Faux Fox, if you're still watching, this is the tie between this game and the Deep Sleep series by the same developer. So while the problem still exists and people out there are still being controlled by mind-transferring technology, we at Weekly Conspiracy began to wonder, why did Cyberplexes have this technology in the first place, together with all their other advancements into space exploration, energy, and computers? These days, Cyberplex seems to be the first to come up with anything. Us, this seems just a bit too suspicious. They might have the best engineers in the world, but that can't explain how they're producing countless advancements, introducing many of them into our everyday lives. One can only wonder what fraction of their technology we are actually seeing. Moore's Law states that the processing power of computers doubles every 18 months. However, since Sidereal opened their computer research branch 2 years ago, this increase has tripled. This defies any logic and leads to an obvious conclusion. Aliens. They're wrong on the conclusion, but we at Weekly Conspiracy believe Sidereal Plexus has been in contact with extraterrestrial beings since its founding. When you think about it, it's been right in front of us this entire time. Sidereal, as in stellar or astral, anyway, it's pretty solid proof that their technology wasn't created on this planet. Whether by allowing alien spaceships to land in their secret facilities or by opening portals to other universes, that is the one that they did. They opened portals to other universes, other Earths, other copies of Earth, where technology is more or less, and so they have kind of advanced themselves in different universes so that the company as a whole, which now exists across multiple universes, can advance enough to make sure that they survive on whichever Earth or Earths, plural, might survive problems. It's pretty solid proof that their technology wasn't created on this planet. Okay. Or portals to other universes. They're importing this technology from an otherworldly place. Real question is, what is the price they're paying? Let's hope we will never find out, because we at Weekly Conspiracy fear this price might hurt us all. Aliens? Well, I don't know if you heard that. There we go. No, David. No aliens. Don't believe in everything you read. Even if it's not far from the actual truth. It isn't? Let's move, David. But yeah. So basically, what we learn is that the sleeping stuff that we had in the deep sleep games actually turns out to be tied. Yeah. So the deep sleep series that we've seen, okay, and like the deeper levels in the sleep, in the dream world and stuff, all that stuff is tied to this stuff that Sidereal Plexus does in this fourth Don't Escape game, which is Sidereal Plexus, and we don't know how they got started exactly, okay, but Sidereal Plexus apparently, at one point on one of the Earths, they figured out technology, or they developed enough technology, like that Earth survived long enough or whatever, they developed enough technology to be able to open a portal to another Earth. They realized with the other universes, there was no way, apparently there was no way physically to move a physical body from one universe to the other. Physical was unable to transfer, but the consciousness was. So what they do is they take the most important people, quote unquote, so like the heads of technology, their technology advancements, and then like their CEOs and CFOs and all the chief officers. Okay, they take all of them, they put them in these sleep pods, and they transfer the conscious when one Earth is going to get destroyed. Like let's say that first Sidereal Plexus Earth was going to be destroyed. So what they do is they transfer the consciousness from one person over, or from some of the people, over into one of these other universes. Basically, when they transfer the consciousness, the person into whom the consciousness is transferred, that their original consciousness dies and is replaced by the consciousness that transferred into them. So it's kind of murder, is kind of what it is, actually. It's really not an okay thing to do, but it is smart in terms of their being clever and stuff. So they transfer consciousness across, killing the host's consciousness, but putting their own consciousness in that host's body. So they transfer themselves from that first, kinda, yeah, in a lot of ways like Soma, that's right, in a lot of ways. the same scenario and stuff, but in a lot of ways that's true. Yes, it is in many ways like that. But in Soma, they transferred into basically a machine, where here they're transferring across universes into another human body. Remember, in Soma, not counting the black goo that corrupted people, but remember Catherine was the pardon me for being politically incorrect, but Catherine was the Asian lady. I don't remember if she was Korean or Japanese, or I don't remember what her last name was. I don't know. Oh, like Zero Escape? Yeah, it could be, yeah. Anyway, so Catherine, when our protagonist met her, Catherine had already transferred her consciousness into a machine, and that's why our character walked around with Catherine, carrying Catherine along with him, okay? So she'd already transferred herself. So they learned the technology to transfer into machines. Here, they take random person A from this other universe. They transfer, let's say, the CEO's consciousness over to random person A's body, destroying random person A's own consciousness. And now you have random person A's body with CEO's consciousness. And they do that for several people coming across. Because the consciousness carries all the memories and understanding and stuff, all these new people, quote unquote new people, that they basically hijacked in this alternate universe, have the same knowledge that Sidereal Plexus had in the previous one. So when they advance technology enough, they learn how to contact their own counterparts in these other Earth dimensions. So CEO, consciousness in hijacked body, we'll call it hijack person 1, okay? But it's CEO in this example to simplify, okay? So hijack person 1 contacts the CEO over in universe 3 and gives them the information, so they advance Sidereal Plexus in that universe. Then, whether it's hijacked people or the individuals themselves, they then double their efforts and contact more universes with more Sidereal Plexus people, and so on and so on and so on, propagating until Simon. That was our guy's name. I couldn't remember our character's name. Yeah, that's right, Simon. Anyway, and so they kept spreading the influence of Sidereal Plexus by contacting steadily more and more of the same people with the same intelligence and stuff to try to advance Sidereal Plexus as much as they could in all the various universes. So by the time we're at this scenario, this current Earth that's going to be destroyed by the moon, Sidereal Plexus is already in a whole bunch of different universes of Earth and advancing their technology across all of them as much as they can, trying to basically figure out a way, probably trying to figure out a way to eventually save Earth so that it doesn't get destroyed, is my guess, and or escape Earth and go to colonize Mars or something. I don't know, but anyway, you get the idea. So they keep doing this stuff where they're expanding their technology. So that ties into the deep sleep stuff, because when you go into that world of consciousness, you go kind of initially into this sleep state. Your consciousness is then transferred, and then you have to come out of the sleep state to be conscious and in the new host that you're gonna be hijacked. Does that make sense? So the deep sleep is kind of our character either willingly or unwillingly. We might not have understood that what was going on, might not have realized that that's what happened to us. But anyway, our character in the Deep Sleep series was basically descending into the different realms of sleep, trying to find a way out. So let's say we were one of these people from Sidereal Plexus, then we had forgotten, because we were in the dream world, we'd forgotten where we were from originally, and we're trying to get our way out, and once we get out, we'd realize, and then we'd be in the new hijacked body, and we'd be able to do whatever. Or, if we were not from Sidereal Plexus, we were one of their experiments when they were working on discovering that technology of how to transfer consciousness. So they're putting people under sleep, learning the technology, right? So test subjects. So we were one of their test subjects, don't know what's going on, and are trying to escape. I feel like we're probably this second one. We're probably a test subject in the Deep Sleep series. But anyway, that's how this ties into the whole. So the Don't Escape series, the first three are all unrelated, more or less. The third one might be a little bit, actually, since it's a fungus with space technology. So I'd have to go back and see if there's Sidereal Plexus in that. If Sidereal Plexus is in that, that could be a thing, right? I don't know if Don't Escape 3 has sidereal plexus on the technology or not. But anyway, so it's a possible tie to 3 as well. But anyway, so that's pretty much how the series, at least this fourth one in the series of Don't Escape, ties to the entire series of Deep Sleep. So that's how that all works. Just as a nice, and they have several nods to some of the other games too. Like when we go, I think it's in the house where we stay in this to survive. So if you look at the map, it's like that middle area where we hold up, like try to barricade ourselves against spiders and such. So that place in there, I think it's in there. It's either there or a hunting cabin we discover later. But I think it's that first house. There's a painting that is basically that like small hut or shack or whatever where we stayed in the first Don't Escape, where we were a werewolf trying not to escape so we would not kill people. And there's something else too, I don't remember. There's something else too that references, I think, Don't Escape 2, but I don't remember now where that is. And then there's at least one, maybe two paintings that reference the Deep Sleep series as well. Paintings or photos or whatever that go like that as well. And then of course you have articles like this that we just read that also, of course, show you the kind of the bridge over to that other series. So it's kind of cool how the author mixed all that. My guess is he had this plan way ahead of time. Possibly not when he made the very first Deep Sleep or Don't Escape. Possibly not then. But probably starting with the first Deep Sleep, and then later he's like, now how can I, and he like kind of story mapped everything out, figuring out the connections up, probably. I'm pretty sure. No guarantees, but I'm pretty sure. We need gloves to climb this, so I need to find... I don't remember where those are. Are those on this next screen, maybe? Might be this next screen. Now, where are the gloves? We find the gloves somewhere. We need the gloves to be able to climb up. And I've had the gloves before, so I just need to figure out where they are. Shoot. We might have to find the gloves at another location also. Yeah, I guess we're not ready for this yet. Unless there are gloves here somewhere that I missed. Yeah, no, there are no gloves here. Yep, so we have to find the gloves somewhere else. It might be over at the sidereal plexus places. Okay, let's go over here first. Here, we'll go around, in, here. We want lab 13 as our key. Look at this for lab 13, so we want that one. It's over here. Yeah, no problem. And I know that the explanation can get long, but when you have a complex way where all the plots converge and stuff, it does take a little bit of time to explain it. Alright. Alright, so the chemical mixer, we want to first grab the chemicals themselves. So I'm going to grab these and these. What does this say? Is this just explaining it? List of patients? Yes. Sleeper clinic patients. Each has another name assigned to a visitor column. I recognize those. Those are sidereal plexus officials. Why do they match coma patients with visitors? Kate? Oh, here's the explanation. Ugh, I regret ever working for them. I had no idea. No idea about what? I'll tell you later. We have to focus on other things now. Yeah, she does explain later. I didn't remember if she explained now or later, but she does explain. I see. That's the same one. I thought we picked that paper up. I guess not. PC's not working. I think all we have, other than that list that furthers some of the details about the plot line, so I think all we have is this mixer over here that we use. Oh, there's this note. No, I said I'm doing one stream this weekend. One stream this weekend, and my next stream will not be October 30th, it will be October 31st. So this stream right now is the only one this weekend, and then the next stream will be on Halloween, October 31st, all day long. It goes basically midnight, when October 30th turns into 31st. So when October 30th switches over to October 31st, midnight, it's from that midnight, 24 hours to the next midnight, when October 31st switches to November 1st. That's what I said. So today is the only stream for this weekend. I normally do 3. This is the only one this weekend, because I'll be sleeping during the other 2. I slept during the first one. I'll be sleeping during the last one. So just this one this weekend, and then we'll do starting, let's say 12:01 a.m. on October 31st to 11:59 p.m. October 31st, if that helps you get a better idea of what I mean by what I said. Okay, I made the calculations again. The instability ratio is too high. Can't work. We have to stop the operation. We have to stop it, or consequences will be catastrophic. Okay, so we want, I think we should do it this way. Okay, so I want yes, but not, so when you say October 30th, don't think like sometime in the middle of the day, October 30th. That's not going to be October 31. 3-1. October 3-1. The very last day of October. There are 31 days in October. It's the very last day of October. Halloween. That's the day I'm doing everything. Okay, so I need to do that first. So we want to put these in there. These in there. I'm only emphasizing that so you don't get on at the wrong time thinking it was October 30th when it's not. It's the 31st. Just so you don't jump on the wrong time is all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be a jerk, so hopefully it's not coming across. I'm just saying so that you know for sure, for clarification, it's all day 31, not on the day before that. Okay, so now, so I need gray, horizontal, and then double red, vertical, and blue circle. So gray, horizontal. So gray, horizontal, vertical. Then blue, red. That could be this one. Okay. Gray, red, blue, red. Gray, red, blue, red. And then red, gray. Red, gray. One more time just to make sure. Okay. Make sure I don't have the wrong formula here. Okay. So we want gray, red. Gray, red. Then we want blue, red. Blue, red. And then red, gray. Red, gray. Okay, that should be correct. Save it, just in case. I don't have to go back all that far if I somehow messed stuff up. I gotta do it again. That's fine. Okay, so gray, red, blue, red. Gray, red. No, they were still selected. Okay, yeah, so mix this. 15 minutes. Mix finished its work. Let's see. So grab these and that. Put some powder into pill casings. Okay. Back out now. You seem to be very happy with yourself. What did you do? I think those pills will increase lung efficiency. You think? Are you really going to digest an unknown, probably untested chemical? Not just me. You should do it too. Alright, don't forget to share those pills then. So give one to you. Hey, so before I forget here, take one right before we lift off. Ah, what? Take one before we lift off. You sound like a drug dealer using some weird slang. Okay. Now this for Mary. I created special pills. Let me guess. You want me to take one? Yes. Normally, if someone would tell me to take a pill that's going to help me get to the moon. Yeah, I know. Just make sure to swallow it right before we launch, okay? Sure thing. Okay. So now everybody's got the pills. We should be good. So we opened the launch hatch. Adjusted the air composition to be more breathable. Gave lung expanding pills to Kate and Barry. Okay. Somewhere there are gloves. I don't remember where the gloves are, but somewhere there are gloves. Not in this room necessarily, but just somewhere. We have to find gloves. Okay, we do have to go here anyway. Because... Oh, I don't have it on me. Damn it. Yep, I don't have it on me. I gotta go back and get it. I need the knife from the car. I didn't examine to see that it was a fingerprint scanner on that door, I don't think. Shoot. Go all the way back, waste time. It's okay. We have time, I guess. Stupid. Can't believe I didn't examine that. I gotta go over here and then look and it says fingerprint scanner. Fingerprint scanner, let's see if it recognizes me. Nope. That's what I thought. Okay. So now we go. So dumb. I basically just wasted an hour. I just wasted an hour of the day that these characters have. Because I'm smart like that, apparently. Okay. We have 8.5 hours left, so I guess we're still okay, but it's still done. Now, yeah, poor Cody's body. Cody died in this scenario. I imagine there's, with the whole transferring consciousness thing, there might be some other world or something where Cody survives or something. I'm not totally sure. Anyway. We had gone over here before, but I don't... Yeah, because we didn't... The first time we had gloves and we never went in there. So I don't know what that is about, but... I don't remember if we can... I guess there's enough light in here, probably. Holy crap, I suck. Okay. At least we don't have to go all the way back. I forgot to grab the knife out of the trunk of the car. So dumb, dude. I always do little things. My ADD does not let me focus and think of all the things before I go. Okay. I need the knife. Thank you. Holy crap. Okay. I can focus on one or two things at a time. When I have a bunch in my head trying to remember I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, I start like getting lost in my own thoughts and then I don't remember what all I need. Okay. Up and over. Alright, now I'm gonna cut his finger off, gruesome though it is. Maybe I'll take a finger for good luck, or a fingerprint reader. Wasn't that bad. Body's pretty much mummified nevertheless. I don't want to do this ever again. I think that's... There are no gloves here. Where did I find the gloves? Can you stop talking so I can look at this? I thought it was... Anyway. There are no gloves up above, right? That's just outside. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember where we get the gloves, if anywhere. There's gotta be somewhere, right? But where did I find those gloves? Oh, these are the collapsed doorways. Gloves available. I'm pretty sure you just like see the gloves and can grab them. They're lying on the ground or whatever. Crud. Where did I find those? Well, since I apparently need to wander around to find the damn gloves, I guess we'll go back here and refuel anyway. Okay, I don't need this now. Grab this. This. Why can I not remember where the gloves were? I thought they were at the construction site, but apparently not. Gloves over here in the like in the bathroom area or something. There's a closet. It's poison. Magazine. Not there. I would have thought we would have seen it, though, before and then used it when we were here. It's not in the freezer. We already used those, whatever they're called, super cooling chips or whatever. It's not here. Where the hell are the gloves? It's not around back either, right? Yeah, we can't open this. This would just be getting on top and going through there. So that doesn't do anything. I do not know where the gloves are. I don't think they're at Barry's place. Book and the rubble, but there's no... Yeah, this is another thing from the Deep Sleep series. Do you remember in the very first game there was a lighthouse with all the shadows coming after us? This painting makes me feel uneasy. This is that first Deep Sleep game, so that's another reference to it. Yeah, but no gloves here. hang on. So I don't keep wasting time. Let me see. Escape 4. Where are those? See if AI can look it up for me really fast. Oh. Oh, I must have done that previously, searched that previously, just not this time. Apparently there. Go down here. It's a crash bike in a bag. Gloves are in the bag. Pair of gloves in the bag. Okay, now we have what we need. I was like, why did I not have the gloves? I had them last time. That'll be why. They're apparently in that biker bag, and I ended last time right as the people were talking, so it didn't even occur to me this time when I started that I had not searched the bike in the bag. Makes more sense now. So, because this is all jagged and stuff. Felt like it'll hurt your hands trying to climb it, so I need gloves to do that. Now I can do this, and I can climb it. This is used to pull heavy weights up and down. Is it going to help me somehow? Yeah, I can do this. This. Now we go down. Grab this welding kit. Welder. I don't think I need it again, but I'm gonna take it back. I think that's the only time we actually use the gloves in the whole game. You only find them on day 4, and you use them on day 4, so it makes sense. But okay, now I think we're done. In case I missed something, I'm gonna actually save it here, just in case I missed something. Oh right, there was that. Nah, I'll do it. That's fine. All the way back here. Okay. I go over here and drop stuff that I think I do not need. Let's see. I don't think I need the gloves again. Welding kit I want. I don't think I need the cargo manifest anymore. I'm curious what this is for. Did I use this up at the moon base? Somehow? Is there something I missed maybe? I don't know. I don't think I need this again, so I'm going to drop this as well. Need this for the fingerprint scanner, and then if I still have it, I can drop it. I need this obviously when we take off. I don't need instructions on making it anymore. I don't know what the deal with the food is. I'll take it with me for now. We need to hook this so we can plug this in. And these maybe, we'll probably leave these behind. But I could drop these by the shuttle. Okay, I think we're good for now. Go inside. Wonder if... Fortunately, that dead guy at the Sidereal Plexus corporate office also happened to be... oops. I don't have that. Do I not have... I should have. Huh. I should have the thing to make chat easier to see. Interesting. Okay, one second. So do I have it on this? I don't have it there either. I had it. I think I had it on this when I was doing this. This. Chat fade black. Okay, so I want to. Apparently, I didn't have that on this for some reason. Yes. Okay. I drag this over here. So what's the actual chat? Yeah, it goes all the way to there. That's right. This and okay, that's better. Now, yeah, should be a little background so you guys can see the chat, not have. Okay, anyway, so we opened that. Weird device. We use that, but then something over here too. LIOH filter. This is the one we needed, I think. We don't need the calibrator, I don't think, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, so let's go down here. Do a few things here. So let me first plug this extension cord in there. Do we not use the extension cord on that? Maybe we don't need the extension cord. Let me drop it then, I guess, for now at least. Let me plug this in there. Material to weld. Oh, I put it in the car. It's in the car. Back here. Metal plate. We also need these. Probably not, but possibly this. So, once again. Here. Go down. Oh. I don't want to do it here. I think I want to do it inside. No, I don't. Can I just go up? Up, up. I was like, I don't want to remove it. I want to put the welding kit in there. Now, this. Yes. Okay. I patched the hole inside the ship. 6.5 hours left. Okay. This one is the air tanks. Air tanks. Okay. installed reserve air tank. LIOH filter. Place the LIOH filter. That's just about done, I think, with what we need to do here. Let me. Very why you gotta get my way. Let me drop stuff I think we will not need, just in case. I think I need. I'm gonna keep both these badges because I think we need it to get into the moon base. I don't think we need the calibrator. I don't think we need. I'll take the food, just in case. I don't think we need the rifle ammo or the rifle. I don't think we need the lighter. I'm going to drop the food. We want as little weight as possible. 0.1 is probably fine. The food might be okay. I'll grab it, and then if we don't need it, then I can drop it. Alright, let's go back up the stairs into the control room. No. That's not what I'm trying to do. The control room. Okay, let's run the diagnostic one more time. Okay, hatch is open, so that's good. Hull integrity check is good. Air composition selected. Fuel mixture selected. Fuel catalyst present. Air supply lowered. Consider using air saving pills. We've got those on us. Okay. Diagnostic system is damaged. Okay, so we had to do manual inspection. One more time in inspecting stuff in the shuttle itself. Okay. This is when we're ready to launch. This is green. This is green. See, I think that chip we got would replace something here if we needed it, but we did not, in this scenario, need to replace that one. We have the suits for later. No point in the toolbox, actually. We have the air tanks installed. We have the we have the hull repaired. We have the system here working. This is where the engine calibrator would have gone, but it's fine in this scenario. So those, I think, are the two variants on the repairs needed for the shuttle. The calibrator, which is fine in this scenario, and then up above here, one of these chips, which is fine in this scenario. And I think you may need the air tanks in both scenarios. I don't know for sure, of course. I'm just guessing. But, okay. Let me save it here. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's see if we can. Are we ready to launch? Almost. Just get rid of that welding kit from the deck. Waste of time. Oh. Do I have it? Oh, no, it's down below. I see. Yeah. Grab this. I probably just do it even here. I don't think I need to go all the way down to do it. Oh, I can't drop items here? Fine. Whatever. Welding kit, drop. Okay, one more time just so I don't have to redo that stupid little thing. And go. Ready to launch? Ready when you are, David. Okay, I'm going to take my pills before we go. Sure, ready to launch? If so, is there any item you'd like to use? Yes, my pills. Okay, 100% missing air. The world was ending. The moon, cracked into pieces, was moving rapidly toward the planet. Both celestial bodies pulling each other apart. All systems green? Well, some systems were green. You didn't have time to check every last nut or seal like people did before launching rockets in the old days. Kate looked at you with her head with her headset on. Engine is ready. Initiating launch procedure. Overriding safety protocols. Manual controls engaged. The hatch was open, leaving you a clear way toward the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2. Buckle up. It's going to be one hell of a ride. 1, 0. The acceleration force pushed you hard into your seat, squeezing all the air from your lungs. The rocket began its ascent. You looked back to see Barry in his seat. Witnessing death and misery had caused his face to age decades since when you first met him. The seat next to it was empty. You did not manage to keep the kid safe. We already know that. We had to choose earlier on day 3, the beginning, whether Barry or Cody survived. We chose Barry, unfortunately, so Cody died. The ship climbed through the sky fast and without much trouble. Razor traveled alone, bruised and hurt. Hearing a loud roar in the sky, he turned around and gazed up. He silently watched you soar, clenching his jaw as hard as he was clenching his fists. Looking around the wasteland, he decided this place was as good as any other. He sat down and waited, looking at your ship going up and the moon going down. Sarge and his men were standing on top of a hill. He traveled far west since you'd last seen him. The whole squad raised their heads and gazed into the sky, tracing the bright light of your rocket. "Would you look at that?" smirked Sarge, slowly shaking his head. "That kid actually did it." "Good luck with whatever you find there," he added, before he turned away. The whole squad decided to open their last bottle of whiskey and drink it as the world around them started falling apart. While the vessel was smoothly gaining altitude, you grew worried about life support. Because the default setting had been corrupted, you were forced to create the air composition yourself. The composition was perfect. The air reserve sustained you for a long time. So that took 20% off of the problem of the oxygen. You inserted a fresh lithium hydroxide filter into the ship's ventilation. It absorbed the carbon dioxide in the air, making it more breathable. That took another 20% off. You installed reserve air tanks in the shuttle. When the regular air ran low, the reserves kicked in, providing you with more life-saving oxygen. Another 20%. Good thing you noticed and fixed that crack in the ship's hull. Your repairs saved a lot of air from leaking out. Another 20% out. You prepared some pills for temporary enhanced lung efficiency. You took one, and it reduced the amount of air you used during the flights. 13%. Kate took one pill, and as a result, she used less air during the flight. 7%. Barry took a pill, and his lungs became more efficient during the flight, so he used less air. 0%. Click to view the summary. You made it to orbit, and from there, it was surprisingly a short way to the moon. Kate flew the ship toward the lunar base. We were flying above and then under the rubble from the moon. We're doing a little Armageddon thing, dodging the debris. Until, of course, that happened, but that's okay. Are you alright? That wasn't one of my best landings. I've never seen you do any better. Could be worse, though. Couldn't it? In my defense, it was my first time landing on the moon. Yeah, perfect, that's right. Okay, yeah. Wow, we made it. We actually made it. I never doubted we would, but I guess I owe it to you. Come on, let's move. It's not safe in here. Barry, are you hurt? I don't think so, just some bruises. Try to stand up. We have to move. We're losing irritated. Now is the time to use the spacesuits. Where do we get them? Oh, we're here. There we go. Okay. Hey, yes? How are you holding up? Can't believe we're here. Are we sure we... Yeah, but we're here. Let's get out of here. Initiating decompression procedure. Decompression complete. Get over to the moon base. Here's the other shuttle that had left before us that landed apparently just fine because it was before all the rubble started and everything. Okay, we come over here. Yeah, we need an ID card, I think, for this. Oh, I see. No, we don't need them for that. That's fine. Okay, so it's... Yeah, we need to... Okay, I remember this now. This is connect to this. Is that right? Oh, and I see that this one connects here. That's where it connects. This. Alright, I think it's safe to remove the suits. Great, because I'm almost out of oxygen. Dead bird in space. It would never go this high on its own. Achievement. Oh, that's what the dead bird's for? Because I had it before and I left it behind. And I was like, I wonder if I need it somewhere on the station. Okay, so I probably don't need it. Never would have made it on. Okay, there's a dead bird. That's ridiculous. Okay. Anyway. Card reader. There's a slot for an access card. Let's try this one. Denied insufficient privileges. What about the other one? So I guess none of those? Look at the, I don't know. I think I tried that before and had one of them denied, but I thought one of them worked. I'm not remembering now. Okay, let's see what else. There's some stuff over here. What are those, Kate? Sleeper pods. Why are people here? You said they all left. You said they went to a different dimension or something. They did. This is what they left behind. Kate, you said they escaped. Sound familiar? Fofox, you mentioned Simon. Sound familiar? You said we would escape. Well, we did. Kind of. They did, David. Check out their neural activity monitors. They're flat because their bodies are here, sleeping. But their minds left this place. They traveled through the realm of dreams and already woke up in safety months ago. Now, the difference is, in Soma, you make a copy of yourself. So they copied Simon and Catherine's consciousness up to the ship in space that then took off. Where here, they actually did not copy it. They transferred it to somebody that they hijack in another universe. Pods just sustain their empty bodies here. Not that it's required, but if for any reason anyone wanted to get back, they still can, at least for now. Wait, I've got some questions. So, what do you think of this place? It's bigger than I imagined. Really? Doesn't look that huge? Look around, David. Most of this is impossible with current technology. Hell, I doubt it's even possible with whatever technology would be available 50 years from now. So, what does that mean exactly? It means Hydroplexus likes to borrow technology from other places. So, it's some sort of hibernation? Yes. So the body doesn't die while the consciousness is elsewhere. What happens if the body dies? In any normal circumstances, your mind would die too. But Sidrill has discovered something. I don't know what it is exactly, but they can completely separate the mind from the body. So when the moon hits Earth and everything here blows up, it won't matter to them. Realm of Dreams? A poetic name, but quite graphic. Sidrill has discovered that the human mind is capable of accessing this place, the whole Deep Sleep series. A vast network connecting every mind. As it later turned out, it reached far beyond every mind in the world. It can connect minds across universes. Why do the sleeper pods have to be on the moon? Why even bother flying here at all if all they do is put you in a pod? Their pods are extremely susceptible to any interference, especially radio waves. Humanity used to produce a giant mess of electromagnetic waves of various frequencies. Radio broadcasts, TV communications. I could go on and on. Siderail found it next to impossible to come up with a location desolate enough for their sleeper pods to work as intended. Faraday cage shielding was partially effective, but it was apparently causing some side effects. Early experiments led to some awful failures. Finally, came up with the idea that the only thing that would shield the sleeper pods well enough would be the moon. What about moon-Earth communication? What about radio waves from space? Don't they interrupt the sleeper pods? Siderail's own communication devices work on frequencies outside the harmful spectrum. Space radiation. Damn it, David. I don't know. They must have found a way around it? I'm not a physicist. Damn it, Jim. I'm a helicopter pilot, not a physicist. So that's our way out. We get into those pods and we dream our way out of here. Wake up somewhere safe. I'm not sure how I feel about that idea, but then again, what do we have to lose? And talk to David, or to Barry. What do you think of this place? It feels like I'm in a dream. Maybe we are. It surely is otherworldly in here. Okay, so over here, get a black access card. System memory, blah, blah, blah. Floppy drive A, no disk. Floppy byte 3, B, no disk. Control system locked. Okay, so I want to use this. Console seems to be locked. Oh, that's probably where we use the card on the other side. It's been a couple months since we played this. Just a little tiny bit of this I don't remember as much. Okay, so use this other card on that. Access granted. Console lets you gain access to sleeper pods. Once you have it, you'll be able to open and use any of the unoccupied pods. Do it. In my best Palpatine voice. Sleeper pod control unlocked. I think we're good there. Back across. While everything is falling apart around us. So we better friggin' hurry. I don't know if there's actually a timer once you're here, though. If I remember correctly, in Zoscape, people could exchange consciences with their own bodies in different realities that could have happened. Yeah, and in this one, it's rather than alternate timelines of what could have happened, it's alternate universes of Earth. If you think of kind of the TV show Sliders or something, where you travel between Earths, except the difference is rather than traveling to an Earth physically, you only send your consciousness there. You get to a certain point on some of these science fiction what-ifs, and you'll be overlapping what other people have thought of a lot of the time, because there's not a whole lot of variant in possibility of what can and cannot feasibly make sense to a reader or a player or something, right? So let me check the saves before I start loading software into this. No disk, no disk. Control system active. Running diagnostics. Sleeper pods active. Occupied pods 52 of 64. Warning, phase controller corrupted. Unable to select designation, enabling emergency mode. Emergency mode enabled. Siderail plexus take no responsibility for memory loss and or personality merge. Oh no. No. Check that again. Maybe it was just a glitch. It still says phase controller corrupted. Yeah. It has already happened. It keeps happening. Hey, you're not making any sense. Okay? Yeah? What's the phase controller? It's a system designed to transmit human consciousness to a selected target. Target, a human in another world? Yes, usually an otherwise brain-dead clone they've prepared especially for this purpose. Oh, so they do put them in clones first. So they try, but I do remember that they still potentially hijack an actual person too. Or a patient in a coma. Yeah, there you go. In the worlds like ours, where cloning has not yet been developed, or has not been developed yet. This is how they used to navigate between worlds. Go to sleep here, target a sleeping human vessel in another world, and wake up there. I'm not sure if this is more terrifying or more unbelievable. If that controller is disabled, we can't select the target body or world. So, what's the emergency merge mode? When the primary phase controller is disabled, a backup system kicks in. It targets a random world and a random sleeping person. Without their consent? Yes. However, for some reason, when this happens, you almost always end up in your own body, but in a different world. Oh, that's... So hijacking yourself, I don't know, is that morally acceptable or not? You're technically hijacking another you. So it's not you, but it is you? That's morally gray. Okay. Where will we go? Well, without the face controller, two things can happen. We can end up in limbo, in the dream world, without bodies to return to. Sound like the Deepest Sleep? Or the Deep Sleep series? Or we can wake up in our own bodies in a different world, a different version of our world. Like one where all this never happened, a world where there was no lunar explosion in 1996? Hopefully. Yes, hopefully. What do you mean it has already happened? I'm not sure. The dreams we both had. Warning you about incoming threats. Showing me where the side rail office building was. Those might have been our own memories from our past lives. That would mean I've been through this. We all have. Are we going to remember any of this? The computer says something about memory loss. Yeah, when your mind ends up in your own body in a different world, this is what happens. You merge. Your current memories become distant, like a dream that you've forgotten. Doesn't sound like we're going to make it in one piece after all. It's better than dying completely, I guess. Paradox. But if my past me warned me about the incoming events, who warned him? Another me? Who warned that other me? When did it all begin? As far as I know, the number of worlds might be infinite. It's better not to think about it. Yeah, time travel and this kind of thing, the whole other dimension stuff, there are paradoxes that arise with these, right? Because we don't know the answers to what the reality would be if X and Y converged at the same time. We have no other choice, David. We've got to use those pods, whether they're fully operational or not. Can't we fix the damaged systems? Even if we knew how, it would probably take days. We definitely don't have that much time. Let's do this, quick. This whole place is falling apart. I've already inserted the MemBoost disk into floppy drive A. The computer reads it. Floppy drive A memory booster. This program will not prevent memory loss, but it will let you carry over more memories in case of emergency merge. Floppy B, no disk. Control system active. Running diagnostics. Sleeper pods active. Occupied pods, that. Base control corrupted. Emergency mode enabled. Responsibility for memory. Yeah, memory booster active. Hope this is going to make things better. Okay. Okay, yeah. I've inserted a special disk into the console. What disk? A disk I found in the cytoplexus office. The computer says it will increase the memory transfer or something like that. You think it's gonna help? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, even a single helper program like this could make a huge difference. Our memories are transferred intact, or at least at a greater, more consistent rate. This could be huge, David. This might actually save us. Time to sleep, right? Or should I go first? It's okay. Remember to turn off the lights. And promise you won't do anything stupid. Have I ever done anything stupid? Ha! You're funny. Hey, Barry. Kate? Sorry if I was mean to you. Oh, it's okay. That's how you roll, right? I know you're a good person, Kate, even if you don't want the world to know. See you around. Bye, big man. All right, David. So here we are at the end of the road. Or is the beginning. I wouldn't have made it had I, or made it here if it wasn't for you. Are you getting emotional now? Ha! I think I spent too much time with you. Where do you hope to wake up? In a bed. In a world where they have a moon and ladder and lattes. I hope that's what happens. Me too. Bye, David. Until we meet again. Just don't point your gun at me when we do, okay? Can't promise that. Okay, Barry. Hey. Yes? It's time to say goodbye. I don't like this idea, David. I know what you want to say, and I don't like it. To be honest, I have no idea if this does anything or if we're all just being delusional. Nothing to lose, right? We came this far. Might as well give it a shot. Want me to go first? Nah, it's okay. You seem to be the one who knows which buttons to press. Hey, David? Yes. You say we can find ourselves anywhere in any world? That's how I understand it. You think I'll see her? Maggie? My wife? I don't know, Barry. But I think there's a chance you will. Say hello to her for me. Sure thing, David. Sure thing. Yeah. He lost his wife before we even met him, so I don't know if we do a New Game Plus of this. So I hear there is a New Game Plus mode, so if we do a New Game Plus of this, I wonder if that means we remember that the top of the building's going to collapse, and maybe that's how you can save Cody. I wonder also if maybe, because there were a bunch of pods, there were like, it was like 52 of 64 or something, so like with 12 or whatever pods it was, if Barry survives with his wife, we could potentially come with his wife as well. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how that works exactly. Okay, let me, one last save, I guess. The oxygen stuff worked, so I'm going to save over this one. We know that mixture worked properly. Not screw it up, so. Back. So let's go here. Empty sleeper pod. Are you sure you want to hit the initiate induce sleep button and get into the sleeper pod? Yes. What the? Main power's offline. Unable to initiate sleeper pod. Great. So how do I get main power back online? And realize that while sleeper pods have their independent power reserves, you won't be able to initiate another pod unless the main power's back. Some unnecessary systems power, such as communications array. This is a standard procedure, so our crew is able to call for help, but there's no one that can help you now. You can try to reroute system power to the station systems. Do it. Rerouting power reserves. Main power restored. Get the hell out of here! Okay. Maybe. We'll see if it works. Cross your fingers. That's where we started at the very beginning of the game. Our super old campsite. No! What? Oh my gosh, really? What a nightmare. It all felt so real. I feel there was something more in that dream. Something sad and important. Why do I feel like this already happened? Yet something is different. I'm going to find out what. Awakening. Unlock the awakening mode? Wow, okay. Nice, okay. Well, I guess that's the end of the game on initial. We unlocked awakening mode, so I guess not today, obviously, but I guess we'll want to play through this again. A lot of this will go faster because I played through it once, so I know a lot of the stuff we would need potentially. But I guess we want to play this again to see what changed and what we can do differently now. There are a few things that could be different, I think. It might be that we understand that that building's going to collapse, like I said, so maybe we can save Cody and Barry both. It's possible also when we were up at the moon base, there was just disc A. I wonder if there's a disc B to find as well. What else could have changed? There might be different scenarios we have to run through to survive. Yeah, like I said, it's possible Barry's wife is alive again. That might be a thing. So new game, The Awakening. So I guess it's slow enough you choose The Awakening or just normal new game, maybe? What else could have changed? I wonder... There's the sergeant, his men. He had like 4 guys with him, right? That's 5. The thing is, you can't add too many people to the shuttle or it won't be able to escape the atmosphere, I don't think. But maybe there's more stuff we can do this second time through where we can do more for the shuttle so it can carry more weight or something. I don't know. I think I don't know if Barry's wife will be able to be alive again. If she is, will we be able to take her on the shuttle? If we're able to save Cody this time, as well as Barry, maybe, then can we take? We need to take 2 people then, right? If Barry's wife is alive again, he like understands whatever, gets premonitions or whatever, and so he prevents his wife from dying this time. Then you have Barry and his wife and Cody all survive. And we have Kate and us. That's 5 people instead of 3. I don't know if the shuttle can carry that many. I certainly do not think it's going to be able to carry the Sarge and his men. There's no way, because that's like 5 more people as well. That's like 10 people instead of 3. There's no way. I don't think that's a thing. So I don't think we save Sarge. What else? I don't know what else would change. I'm trying to think. The scenarios might be different. Might not be spiders on day 1. Might not be extreme heat on day 2. Might not be bandits on day 3. So that's different. Potentially. I don't know. I don't know what else we could do. Interesting. Well, that's something we'll discover later. Okay, so next, so basically 6 days from now will be the Hallow stream. We'll be in the middle of that stream 6 days from now, right now, and then 1 week from now we'll start the awakening mode, I guess, and we'll see if it's something other than spiders or if it's just spiders again. And we will, I guess, see what's changed day 1, 2, 3, and then into 4, and see if we, end up with things that we can change for later on as well. This game goes a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought it was just be one time through and you go to the end. But I've started seeing stuff like the blankets. Why would you ever use blankets and jackets if there's extreme heat? So it stands to reason if you have the stuff for extreme heat, that stuff's probably for extreme cold. So that's probably a scenario. I don't know what else you would have on day 1. Maybe instead of spiders, you have, I don't even know. there could be weather stuff. There could be like an earthquake, and then you have to deal with the aftermath of the earthquake. Maybe you get the bandits in like an earlier day. I don't know. I don't know what you do with that. And then day 2, like I said, you could have at least cold, if not heat. And then maybe there's something else. And then the 4th day, I don't know what you'd have instead of bandits either. So a lot of this stuff, if it's the same scenarios, we'll just know what to do and do it really fast and get through it. If it's not the same scenarios, we'll have to figure out what it is and then do the, whatever it is we need to do. But okay, so that's where we'll leave it today. Alrighty, well, Sylvia, Phil Fox, anybody else who's happened to join me, appreciate the support as always. I will see you all. I will still talk to you on Discord and maybe do some YouTube posts as reminders and stuff throughout the week. But I'll actually see you if you're able 6 days from now, hopefully, and then a week from now we'll do this game again with the Awakening mode. So. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate your support. I'll talk to you guys next time. Till then. Peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy.
Oh, that's so sad.